been on the level.
Hello, welcome back. So this time around, I'm going to be doing a biology video for the 7th grade kids. So here, we've been learning about the different levels of the biological world, starting with the very, very bottom, which is basically cells. You could go lower, of course, but in this case, we're keeping it simple. We're going to stick to basically 5 main levels. So, cells, multicellular, tissues, organs, organ groups, and then organisms. Alright, so in this video, we've talked a lot about cells. We talked about plant cells, we talked about animal cells. I showed you my little fuzzy friends from last time as an example of an animal cells and all the collection. But I wanted to take like kind of a deeper look, so to speak, literally deeper look in this case, and do what I call a kitchen dissection. So using the stuff that I have in my kitchen, we can actually take a look at the tissue and organ levels as we're moving our way up. When we get up to organ groups, it'll be a little more challenging. I'll have to figure that out. And then specimens, plenty of specimens in this house. We got guinea pigs over there, we got a fish tank, we got a bunch of plants and birds and ecosystems outside we can take a look at and go from there. So why don't you come on down and look at our 2 specimens right here. So on my left, your guys is right, we have just basically salmon fillet, and then on my right, your guys' left, we have a basic chicken breast. Now, normally, these are just used for cooking and, we eat them. But there's actually a lot of science just in these 2 items right here. You can kind of see, as you even look at them, the different cells that are involved and the different tissues that are just in these 2 samples right here. So for the fish, since it's a more basic setup in terms of what we're looking at, we have the skin, so the epidermis cells forming that skin, that defensive layer, so diseases, viruses fitting at this time, and other smaller creatures can't penetrate into that to get to basically the good stuff, which is over here, which is the actual muscle tissues. As you can see in the cross section, see how muscle tissues are actually arranged in layers, and they connect to each other in these different layers, in these smaller, thinner, tiny ligaments. And if we separate it out, you can kind of see it breaks along those lines too. That's very common for pretty much most muscles. See? Separating like that. It's really cool. This is the majority of the proteins found in pretty much all living creatures. Muscles contain a lot of protein and very dense structure. This is where most of the human world gets their protein from, is eating muscles of other animals. I do not see any bones. Sometimes in fish you can get the bones, but I'm not seeing any in this case. So transitioning over here to the chicken, just a quick safety announcement in a sense. If you're going to do this at home and kind of cut up your own chicken and fish, it's best to always do the fish first and then the chicken. The chicken is commonly contains contaminations such as salmonella and other things like that. And then always wash your hands before and after touching raw meat. Do not touch your face or anything like that. Alright, so back to the actual chicken. So here we can actually see quite a few different types of cells which are making different tissue layers. Right here is a fat layer. So we have a bunch of fat cells making this tissue this general piece in general, you could see, is clearly a muscle cell. You could see the different striations as the muscle fans out from this central tendon, and you can even cut along it and open it up, and you can see the muscles tend to be kind of this stringy, layered look again. Not sure if you can see that. Definitely layers in the cross section right there. As their muscle tissue piling up to form this muscle organ. On the other side, you could see again more of these easy to spot layers. Very cool. You never thought a chicken breast could be so exciting. And then some chicken breasts have a little extra. Right here we have an actual blood vessel. You can tell because of the dark coloring. And that's where you find your blood cells passing through here, going into this chicken breast. And when you use your muscles and exert your muscles, the blood has to rush into these various muscle organs, and they become flush and full, and that's how it's actually able to sustain the strain and the pressure of using them. Here we have some tendons. It's a harder, tougher substance right there. Definitely has a lot less play than the muscle itself. And tendons are just great because they tend to keep everything in line. If you're ever running around and you sprain your ankle, that's a tendon. It helps keep the muscles in place so they're not just flowing out in every which way. They act as like a nice substructure as it attaches to the bone itself. See if we can find anything else. Not seeing anything else. Obviously this is a skinless chicken. There's a little kind of residue of some skin right here. Again, one other organ. Skin is an organ just like the muscles are. But I think that's it for this chicken. I'm not seeing any more fun little things. I encourage you to take a look at your own freezer or fridge and see what's in there. Different animals have different structures, but they clearly have the same muscle groups present. These are all the same things that are common and seen in humans as well. Like I said, this is just a fun, simple, at-home, your own little dissection, seeing how we are not in our classroom anymore. So on that note, we will be working our way up to organ systems in the next talk, and organisms after that. And that will be done for the biological 5 layers. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.